Howdy everybody, welcome back to my channel Passion Theory. Today we're going to do another cleaning video and do another section of my room, but I thought I'd tell you guys a fun story first that happened last night. So my kiddo has been getting over a sickness, and so my husband's been sleeping downstairs with him to just take care of him and stuff because I'm the only one working right now. My husband's still recovering from his car wreck accident, and so he can't really go to work or anything anyway, and since I'm the only one working, he got to be the one that got stuck taking care of the kid. Now, I don't sleep well by myself. And I was up at a crazy time in the morning. It's 4 a.m., okay? It's 4 a.m. And I am reading a book and alternating between reading this book and looking at TikToks. And if you guys don't know, somehow, if you watch my cleaning videos and you don't know that I have an altar and I'm a witch, I was looking at Witch Talk, which is like TikTok for witches, like, you know, a bunch of witch stuff on there. And I'm sitting there, and it's 4 a.m., and I hear a car idling outside my window. I'm on the second story, okay? And I'm like, what is this car doing? So I look out there, and there's this guy who is like going on the street and looking in the garbage bins, which is normally fine on like trash day when they're coming to like look for cans and stuff. I don't really care. But he was also like trying the car doors and like looked like he might be casing houses and things like that. I am not down with that, okay? Because he was like literally trying on my mother-in-law's car door. And that's the only car we have. And I'm like, oh heck no. No. You do not just sit outside a witch's house at 4 a.m. touching her shit, okay? Her stuff. Touching her stuff. YouTube's touching her stuff. So, I came across at this exact same time, right? Remember, I'm on Witch Talk. This song was playing, and so I was like, oh, this is too good. So I opened the window, and I turned up my phone. The lights are off. I'm on the top story. The lights are off, and my phone goes incredibly loud for some reason if you turn it up full volume, but I didn't even have to turn up full volume for me to know they could hear this. All right, so I turned up the volume and I played this, and I'll play it for you guys and show you whose TikTok it is and everything, okay? But I played this the first time through. The guy like is just like looking around, like looking really freaked out. Because I'm on the second story, so I can see him, and he's like looking around, and his friend, who's like in their little idle getaway car, puts his head out the window, and he's looking around. And so it's like a short song. So he looked like, once the song had stopped, he looked like he was like, okay, maybe it's just like he looked like he was calming down, like maybe it was some kind of motion alarm or something that set off this noise. So the second time it started playing, I ramped up my phone to as loud as it would go. Like as loud, which is really loud, okay? And then I started singing with the song so they know that there is a person watching them at 4 in the morning who is singing this creepy shit at them. And the guy couldn't take it anymore. And he just like, I was through like the second verse and he ran and jumped in the car and they just peeled out. They just peeled out of here. Okay, are you guys ready for this song? It's creepy, but it's just it's like a lullaby that warns you not to eat deadly nightshade, basically. But meh. All right, hang on. So this is it. The person is Dolores Stoker. At Dolores Stoker at TikTok, okay? And she has a beautiful voice.
I have deadly nightshade, so twisted does it grow, with berries black as midnight and a skull as white as snow. Beware all men who come here and have a a glass of tea. If you touch us without asking, you'll be buried neath our tree.
So can you imagine hearing that? Like, one, can you imagine you are running around, breaking into cars and crap at 4 a.m, and you start hearing that on an unlighted street, and then somebody starts singing with it. Like they're obviously watching you. Anyway, so now on to the cleaning. I just thought it was hilarious. I swear I do things to these people who come down our street trying to steal crap, because ever since when we had our Prius before it got wrecked, someone stole our catalytic converter out of it, and I heard them in the middle of the night because I grew up in a really, really rough area, very poor, and like I grew up in a trailer park, and people would steal your stuff, break into your house, things like that. So I have, like, if something happens outside at night, bam, I am awake, right? So I heard them messing with our car. It literally took them about 30 seconds to cut the catalytic converter out of our car. In that time, I opened up our second story window and threw my massive, huge chunk of quartz at them. Like, I just missed them by about 2 feet because I was aiming for their car that was next to our car. And they freaked out and ran, but they still got the catalytic converter because literally with it only took them less than 30 seconds with the power tool they used. But ever since then, I have been on a, like, nah, you don't touch my, like, crap thing, because that costs us a lot of money to get replaced. Luckily we have insurance, so they paid some of it. But anyway, so ever since then, like, I swear I mess with the people who come on this street. I do let the people who are just looking for cans, like, they're just trying to live their life and they're not stealing anything. They're just taking cans out of the recycling. That's fine. I put the cans in a separate bag and I put it off to the side so it's super easy for them. I don't mind that. I mind it when you're, like, coming and looking through the recycling to try to find, like, information so you can steal identities, or breaking into cars, or trying to break into my house. And I swear, since then, and I've started my campaign of freaking everybody out, we have had so much less people on this street messing with the stuff on the street. And I think I'm on some kind of, like, freaking map where they're like, this street is haunted, like, stay the frick away from it. Because this is not the only thing I've ever done, right? This is just the most recent thing I've done. I can't remember all the things I've done. So anyway, we will clean now. All right. And this little shelf is good and doesn't need to be cleaned. Oh, and when I was cleaning, I found the rest of my set. I bought this brush set here a long time ago. I've shown you these two brushes before, right? But I actually bought this brush in a set. This brush in a set that came with a mirror. But the mirror is, like, old. And does anybody know how to, like, resurface this mirror or whatever? I don't think so, because the reflecting surface is actually behind the glass and I don't know how to pop it out. Just move that ring real quick. And then it also came with a brush. But yeah, so I found those two items because I put them somewhere. So anyway, that is all done. I will move on to the altar, which definitely needs some work. Remember, I've been taking care of my husband and kiddo who are sick on and off, so it got messy again. It always does, but we clean it again. That's what we do. I would like to state for the record that my son has more stuffies that are not Pokemon, okay? So there's the Bulbasaur we usually see. There's a ghost from, I can't remember what it's called off the top of my head. There's a Vaporeon, that's a Pokemon. This thing is longer than my cat, and she brought it in here. Look at them compared to each other. That's a Pokemon. It's a Dragonair. I cannot with this cat. I'm sure I'm going to see other toys as I clean up, but yeah. So here is this area. Like usual, it's mostly just picking up some cans and stuff. Couple projects I'm working on, things like that. So I'll get that done real quick. These are the first bits I need for building my vanity. See, we are working on it. I needed 13 of these screws. They came in a pack of 20. I only needed like 6 of one size of a washer and like 8 of another size of a washer. But like this whole giant pack of different sized washers was the same price as like a 20 pack of the one. So we got this instead. So in the future when we need washers, we have all the washers in the universe. The squirrel's back. So we've got officially 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stolen stuffies. So this is what we're cleaning up now. It's not too bad, really. This is recycling that can't go out yet, because the recycling comes every week, but it is past pickup time. And so I'm still waiting on that. And then we have some dirty clothes and some stuffies and like a little bit of nonsense over here that fell in a food container. So not that much to do. As always, this kind of area is as clean as it's going to be for now because I am in the middle of projects, and that's just how it's going to be for the foreseeable future because the projects I'm doing involve me to work on them every day. So there's that. But finish this area. Then we have this area, which is really a box of Goodwill, a couple of bags of like trash from like deliveries, food deliveries, and then just some pillows that fell off the bed and a dirty blanket that needs to be washed because somebody, Kali, got mad that I went and left the house and she peed on the blanket while I was gone. So that blanket needs to be washed. And that's why it's on the floor. But otherwise, it's just the pillows fell off the bed. So this really isn't as bad as it looks. It's just a bunch of big bulky stuff. And that's Goodwill back there. I don't remember if I said that. I think I did. Those cans are still there. I haven't moved. I was supposed to get those last time, and I think I forgot. Unless those are new cans. The cans just mysteriously appear. I have a bucket near the door for putting empty cans in, but the problem is a lot of them are like mostly empty, but not all the way empty. But I should just put them in sitting up and then it wouldn't matter, you know. But all right, let's get these 2 areas cleaned so we can clean the new section. So I moved everything I need to sort from on top of there to right here. This, and this. I need to sort those into all the little bins. And then I also have these 2 bags over here to sort as well. So, and those go into my witchy box stuff. So I have various different bins. So then those all get put away. And then I need to move that to the end of my bed. And then this little section will be done. There might be some stuff that's like behind this, but I'm not dealing with that today because this is a lot of moving stuff around. I'll deal with that when as part of like this nonsense. All right, let's get started. husband is coming to move that to the end of the bed because it is too heavy for me. Okay, we now have access to all drawers. There's a drawer on the bottom there we didn't have access to. I mean, there's still some stuff in the way, but I'm going to get that stuff up when I get this stuff up, which will be next video. Next video is going to deal with this stuff here. These are just some empty bags from my cleanup. So I'm going to move those, but yeah. And now we've freed up that, which would have been great in the winter because it's just a heating duct. We don't have like cold air. But the kitty is now exploring that area. I need to dust that baseboard there, it looks like, too. Which I am starting to break out in hives. I've done too much touching of dust today, so I'm going to have to do that at a different point. Yeah, she's checking it out. And this is where this ended up. In the future, it's probably going to be all the way against the wall. So people can get in and out of bed over here easily. And then it's not in the way of my vanity. But that's where it's going for now. And that Goodwill box will be gone and all that stuff. My AC unit is going to be coming into handy soon. As soon as it decides to stop snowing in April. You know, no big deal or anything. See everybody next time. Make sure to spend some time on your passions. Bye for now.